I was just sitting here reflecting on things. We go through the years and we all hear about the horrendous wars, World War I, World War II, and we think to ourselves how lucky we didn't have to go through this. It's been pretty peaceful so many years. Go back to the late 60s, the Vietnam War, which was pretty horrific. Didn't really worry us. The Gulf Wars didn't really worry us. My mum and dad passed away 9 years ago, 3 years ago. God rest their souls. They went through World War II, taken prisoners, taken out of their home country. I feel bad because I never actually spoke to them much about this. I really wish now that I did sit down with my mum in the later years and spoke how she went through, how she met Dad. They met in a prison camp in Germany. Had my oldest brother when the war ended. They came to Australia. I always think, well, the times must have been really tough. Imagine getting arrested and put in a prison camp in your early 20s. And we think how lucky we are that there's no wars like this in our lives. But then I think what's going on now, a war, a global war that's never been seen before in history, which makes World War I and World War II like a bee sting. People say, oh, bullshit, that's ridiculous. No one's fighting, no one's shooting, no one's, blowing up. No planes, no panzers, no, nothing like that. Think about it. We're in a war amongst ourselves. All 7.5 billion people are in a war amongst themselves. And that's how they've planned this. The psychopaths have planned this so we fight amongst each other. Divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. Protestants, Catholics, black, white, Coke, Pepsi, masks, no masks. You name it. It goes on and on and on. Vaccines, anti-vaxxer. That is the big one. They have got us fighting amongst each other, and they are sitting back just laughing. They have pulled off this pandemic at better than 100% that they could have ever imagined in their wildest dreams. They tested the people's mentality the last, whatever, since 9/11, you can say. You can go back further, but 9/11 was the big one. And people till this day still believe planes flew into buildings, into the Pentagon. Then in the last 10 years or so, the shooting attacks in America, the ISIS attacks, all these staged events. They were just testing for this. They were all connecting the dots to see 7.5 billion people that's stupid that they can't think. Yep, they sure are. And today we can see the fruits of their work. The government said, oh, sorry, I use that term loosely. The corporations have told us, not through law, through directions, do this. Yes, sir. Do this. We'll go further. Yes, sir. Do this. Lock yourself in. Yes, sir. Oh, geez, we'll keep going. How about you want to? We'll make you all wear masks. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Whatever you say, sir. You can't be wrong. I mean, you care for us. You pretend governments. We'll do exactly what you say. You've got our, our lives. You care for our lives. You don't want us, dying. No way. Lock us in. Social distancing. No more interaction. No more singing. No more dancing. No more mingling. Nothing like that. How dare you do that? Because we want you to be safe from a deadly virus that doesn't exist. But shh, don't tell anyone that. Please don't tell anyone that, because once someone finds out that this deadly virus doesn't exist and never has, by God, this whole pandemic might fail, and people might actually start waking up. Like I said, I was just thinking this, and nothing scripted here, just what's coming out of my head. This war that we are fighting now, I'll reinstate it, is nothing like ever before in human history. Whether 90% of us all die in a short space of time, who knows? Who knows if we're going to follow the Georgia Guidestones, where they only want 600 million people on this planet. It was put there for a reason. Someone put that there for a reason, and not a joke. Maybe it was a warning. Maybe it was a warning for us to wake up, but honestly, you can ask every person down the supermarket tomorrow if they've heard of the Georgia Guidestones. You'd be lucky to get 5% of people who know about it. All they're worried about is, I'm not going to get fined $200, because $200 is a lot. I can do a lot of shopping with $200. I can buy a lot of garbage in Coles and Woolies for $200. I'm not going to get fined. I don't care. I'm going to wear a mask, even though I think there's something wrong with this. I sort of think there's something wrong here. I think they're pulling our leg, but now I better not say anything. I'll just keep silence behind this mask and say nothing, because things are going to get better, because our government cares for us. We're going to ride this wave. We're going to ride this wave, and it's all good at the end. It's a great feeling when you're surfing and you're riding waves. And that's what we're doing. We're doing the right thing by everyone, staying 6 feet apart. How dare I spread a virus through this mask of mine? I'd rather breathe in my carbon dioxide again. That's wonderful for my body, for my oxygen levels. But I can risk that, because I don't want anyone else to catch my virus, or I don't want anyone else to spread the virus through this little mask of mine that I'm wearing here. So look, I don't want to be the Grim Reaper and the bearer of bad news, because that's all we're getting. That's all we get every frickin' morning here from this piece of trash communist scum who's only a puppet, Dan Andrews, Dictator Dan. It's all negative, bad. I'm not going to fall for this shit. This quarantining shit where supposed security guards were having sex and and it's spread, and then these towers, and even blame the Black Lives Matter shit. That is all part of the script. He is working that 100%, and the script makers are loving what he's doing. Loving what he's doing. Oh, they're making out, oh, he's doing wrong, he's done wrong. But, you know, it's not. He's doing exactly what they want. They have to use some sort of reason to start this bullshit second wave in Melbourne and Victoria. And that's what they used. That trash, what I just mentioned. And, of course, the elderly. We've got to use the elderly. And people cannot see that. For the life of me, how they cannot see. There's a nursing home near my place, 53-bed nursing home. And 5 days ago, it's the highest nursing home with bullshit cases of 91 cases. How do you get 91 cases in a 53-bed nursing home, which were lucky to have 10 staff working around in different shifts? Lucky to have 10 staff. So how do you get 91 cases? Oh, but guess what? It's still running like clockwork right now, days later. Can you believe that? So it's all going to plan, folks, because we are accepting it. We are not pushing back. We are cowardly, spineless people. Those of you who are driving in the car alone and wearing a mask, you should be fucking ashamed of yourselves. Absolutely fucking ashamed of yourself. If you only knew how stupid you look, and all you are doing is passing on the message to others who are driving past and seeing that and go, oh, I better wear a mask as well. That guy there's wearing a mask. He's got a mask and he's driving alone in his own car. Oh, bloody hell. I better be safe and put my mask on. That's how it is. It's not herd immunity. It's fucking herd mentality. I'll leave it at that, folks. I just thought I'd say that. Sunday afternoon, I'm hearing Victoria's going into stage 4 lockdown, whatever fucking hell that means. Whatever that means. You might as well just fucking put us in prison. Just put fences around every home and don't let anyone out. Oh, we'll deliver you a loaf of bread, you know, once a week. And, you know, you've got your water, because we might even let you use your own taps and have some water. But, you know, don't want you going out. So we'll deliver a piece of, you know, a couple pieces of bread and live like that. And you think people will wake up to that? No, they'll fucking accept that as well. Because the virus is there. The virus that's killing no one. All cases, no caskets.